Hello everyone, I hope all of you are doing well. My name is Rochelle Innocent and I'm the founder and CEO of Project Purpose. Welcome to our channel. Our community is focused on fostering the intellectual and character development in children. We do this through our parent-child workshops that are focused on 4 themes: autonomy, self-efficacy, compassion, and self-concept, in order to cultivate grit, perseverance, and resilience in each child. And we are so thrilled to be offering one of the first of its kind digital, virtual, and continuous learning environments, enabling parents and children to connect from all around the world. At Project Purpose, our overarching mandate is to renew and rebuild family, community, and relationships. Our different social media platforms provide us with an opportunity to have discussions and to create space on all topics that relate to family, community, and relationships with ourselves as well as with others. The primary focus on mental health and education. More precisely, the ways that the institutions of mental health and education play a role and have played a role in our societies at large. These discussions and debates provide us with an opportunity to think critically about what needs to change within these structures for us to live up to our bold slogan, support, protect, and empower each child through youth-focused development, better known as leadership in juvenescence. We recognize that in valuing our children's leadership potential, this also translates as recreating and co-creating environments, both socially and politically, that will enable our children to thrive. For those of you who are particularly keen on the topic, we also write thought pieces every other Sunday. We just dropped a thought piece this past Sunday, so be sure to meander over to the website and check out our online content. Now, if it is the case that you are looking for a listening alternative, well, we're available on 12 different podcast platforms for your listening leisure. We've provided you with access to the links in the description down below. Now, as is the convention, be sure to subscribe, hit that post notification bell so that you are aware of every time we post. And of course, if you like these conversations and you want to keep them going, like, comment, and share this segment. Let's get into it. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another segment here on Project Purpose. For those of you who are new, we cover topics that relate to mental health, mental wellness, and education on a week-by-week basis. And today our topic of discussion is education. And on the topic of education today, I want to talk about fear again. So I started the conversation on fear, my evolving understanding of really the power and the benefit of anchoring into our fear and harnessing our fear for action, how fear really gives us an opportunity to build the muscles that we need to respond with courage. And so today's conversation is more focused on courage. And I think that it's really important that we understand that courage is not devoid of fear. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's choosing to respond in alignment with what you think is best when you're faced with something that scares you. And I think that that's the scariest option we can take, because a lot of us are so debilitated, so paralyzed, so crippled by the fear that we experience because we haven't really been given a foundation of courage. Like, no one really tells us, hey, stand up to your fears in a significant way when it comes to things that are deeply held beliefs, right? Like, even when we think about bullies and how we respond to that, a lot of that is navigating in a posture of fear where we're giving our energy away and hoping for the best. Whereas I do believe that the appropriate way to respond to fear is to reclaim your energy, harness the energy that fear is creating into a response that you know best serves you and best serves the people who are also being terrorized in that situation. And I think that that's what courage is. I think courage is action, is taking the signals that are creating a fear response in you, but then deciding to act in alignment with what you know is best. And all of us, those of us who suffer from anxiety, from worry, from fear, just about, current events, because right now there's so much happening in the world around us that can create a sense of worry and a sense of just not being sure as to what to do or what impact that we can make. And all you need to do is always align with what you feel within you is best. And I think that's what responding with courage is. It's not some grand gesture of, heroic measures. I think that sometimes because we have these Marvel heroes, they're so far removed from us by way of like physical strength. I mean, they have these superpowers. It can be hard to feel like you measure up, but I think that your superpower is responding in alignment with your fear. Responding with courage is every person's superpower, and few of us tap into it because we haven't given ourselves permission to. And I think one of the things that we really need to work on is thinking that we need permission from others to respond in alignment with how we know. We should be responding to the thing that scares us, and all of us know, like all of us have this inner orientation that's telling us what to do. Sometimes what it is that we're hearing within us as to like how to respond to this is the convention is going to be something that gets us ostracized. There's going to be consequences associated to it. But let me tell you, as someone who has aligned to my fear by responding in courage, there's no greater feeling after the response, like regardless of what happens. And by the way, like whether you respond by cowering back and kind of being in this posture of giving someone your energy, just like an unlimited funnel of energy from the fear, that the fear is like a gateway that creates this energy exchange between you and the thing that scares you. And if you don't choose to do something that's in alignment with your values, then that gateway is just this funnel that's going to continue pulling energy out of you, like, indefinitely. But when you decide, okay, like this thing is creating a fear response, I'm going to cut off the gateway and I'm going to respond in the way that I feel best suits this context or this scenario. And then I'm going to like curb the fear into action, curb the fear into intention, into conviction, and align my actions accordingly, come what may. And I think that that's really important. I've learned in my life that it is what it is. I cannot control the outcomes, but I can make sure that I respond in alignment with what I feel is best at that point in time, which is always responding in alignment with my values, with my convictions. Like, I am not someone who believes that I should ever like be a slave to my fear. And I think a lot of us want us to become slaves to our fear, want us to feel like we can't really do anything about the things that scare us, that they're bigger than us, and they might be bigger than us, like physically, but I think we always underestimate the spirit that we have and the power that we have by harnessing courage and by responding in alignment to our values. And like, you don't know what kind of impact that's going to create a ripple effect, a domino effect, and maybe not immediately, but you're going to find yourself aligned with people who have the same convictions, who just needed that one person to speak up and to stand up. So that's what I'm here to talk about today. I'm here to talk about courage as the appropriate response to fear, and courage is really just acting in alignment with what you think best serves you, and then seeing where things go from there. Well, anyways, that was it, but definitely not all. Now, before letting you go, I would be remiss if I didn't let you know that we will be going live at least twice a month, every month for the foreseeable future on our Facebook page. So definitely be sure to tune in. Now, these events are paid events, so if you do see yourself participating in our community on an ongoing basis, then I do suggest that you take a look at one of our package plans. Yes, so we do offer package plans over and above our live events, as well as access to webinars and workshops, largely focused on self-mastery over and above these events. So make sure you check that out. Be part of our Game Changer community, being part of the change that you want to see, allowing us a small role to play in your journey. We are on the road to 1K, so we invite you to follow us across all of our social media platforms, and we look forward to chatting with all of you very soon. We'll talk to you later.